Chris, of course from Steel Fitness and Blue Hawk Yoga. We are going to do a core skills class. So a lot of core movements. We might do some arm balancing at the end just for fun. So we're actually going to start in a tabletop position. Place hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Externally rotate the arms so the eye of the elbow is going forward. Take a deep inhale. Exhale and release. Inhale. Exhale and release. Inhale, look up, drop the stomach into cow pose. Exhale, round the spine into cat, keeping the arms straight. Drop the chest towards the floor, pinch the shoulder blades onto the back. Roll back up into cat. Curl your toes under. Let's get the core work started right away. Lift the knees an inch off the floor. Push and round through the spine. Feel the core engaging. Lift the hips, drive the heels back, straighten the legs, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll back out to that hovering tabletop position, knees an inch off the floor. Engaging the core, externally rotating the arms, rounding through the upper back. Push it back, downward facing dog. We'll do that one more time. Roll out to that tabletop position, knees hovering off the floor. If you need to put your knees down, but push and round through the upper back. Maybe you take your right knee to your right wrist. Keeping the left knee an inch off the floor. You can drop it down if you need to. Step the right foot back. Left knee, left wrist. Keeping that right knee as low as you can. Step it back. Roll back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll out. Tabletop position, sit back on your knees or block. And you're just going to take your thumbs facing towards the back of the room and just pulse your arms back a little bit to open the chest. So a lot of these core movements we're going to be doing from like plank, down dog. So it's going to be a lot of work on the upper body too, the arms, the shoulders. Then you take the left arm across your chest, pull it across. Then switch the right arm across your chest, pull it across. Come back to center, take your arms overhead. Try to get them shoulder distance and pulse the arms back. Try to tuck the core in and keep pulsing. Maybe look down towards your knees. And release, just let that go. Come back out to that tabletop position. The cat tabletop position, so we're going to round through the spine. You can look at your knees, you can look between your hands. Curl the toes under, lift the knees off the floor about an inch. Right knee, right wrist. Right knee, right elbow. Step it back. Left knee, left wrist. Left knee, left elbow. Step it back, one more time. Right knee, right wrist. Slide it up to the elbow. Step it back. Left knee, left wrist. Up to the elbow. Step it back. Sit it back. Shake the arms out. Come back out. Curl the toes under, drive the heels back. Downward facing dog. Grounding your first knuckle and thumb, pushing the mat away. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, stack the hips. As you roll forward, right knee to right tricep. Push the mat away, round to the spine. Take the right leg back up and open. Right knee, chin or forehead, round. Back up and open. Right knee, left elbow or tricep. Stay onto the left toes. Back up and open. Set the right foot down, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Left knee, left tricep as you roll forward. Push and round. See how you can get into your armpit maybe. Back up and open. Left knee, chin or forehead around. Back up and open. Left knee, right elbow, swing it across, push. Back up and open. And set the left foot down. Walk the hands back to the feet. And just drape over the legs. You can sway side to side a little bit. Walk your hands back out, come to plank pose. Again, I'm pushing, rounding, engaging the core. And hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, externally rotate the arms, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Roll out, top of a plank. Lean forward, lower, chaturanga. Drop the chest to the floor. Lift the hands up off the floor, pull the shoulder blades back. Elbows back. Place the hands alongside the chest again, push back up. Plank and round. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes high. Step the right foot forward. Rise up, crescent pose. So we're going to do 3 of these twists on each side. Take the right hand behind you, left arm in front of you. I'm going to step the left knee in front of me, take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, and twist across your body as you step forward. Come back, step the left leg back into your open twist. Finding the balance, using the core to keep you balanced. Step the left knee in front of you, right elbow outside the left knee, and twist. Find the balance. Step it back, open up. One more time, step the left knee forward, twist. Left hand reaches behind you. Step it back, open twist. Bring the hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Step the left foot forward, pushing the mat away. Rise up, crescent pose. Bring the left hand behind you, right in front of you, open twist. Right knee steps in front of you, left elbow outside of right knee, right hand behind you. Twist the core, finding the balance. Step the right leg back into your open twist. Step the right knee in front of you, twist. Left elbow outside of right knee. Step it back, open twist. One more time, step the left knee forward and twist across your body. Step it back, open twist. Bring the hands down, downward facing dog. Walk out to a plank pose. Drop the forearms down, shuffle the feet back, forearm plank. Pushing into the elbows, wrists in line with the elbows. Elbows align with the shoulders, round through the upper back. Take the left knee to the left elbow. Step it back. Right knee, right elbow. Step it back. Left knee, left elbow. Step it back. Right knee, right elbow. Step it back. Left knee, left elbow. Step it back. Right knee, right elbow. Step it back. Walk the feet in, dolphin pose. Straighten the arms if you want to, downward facing dog. We're getting all the tough stuff out of the way first. Inhale, right leg goes high. You need to step the right foot forward. If you're feeling good, you can scissor switch the right foot forward. So we come into a crescent pose with the right foot at the front of the mat. Bring the hands forward, standing split. Left leg high. As I lift and lengthen, I round the spine, bring my left knee to my chin or forehead, head. If the right heel lifts, that's okay. Compress and work through the core. Send it back behind you, standing split. Bend the right knee, the left knee to chin or forehead, push and round. Send it back up. Left knee, chin or forehead, push and round. Step it back up, standing split. Standing forward fold at the front of the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, just step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes high. Step the left foot forward or scissor switch the left foot forward. So left leg up, switches with the right. Come into our crescent pose. Let's bring a little flowing into our skill work today. Standing split, right leg high. Try to keep the hips square, try not to open it up. Don't need to open it up. Lift and lengthen, bend the left knee, draw the right knee to the chin or forehead, around. Extend it back up, standing split. Bring the right knee in as you bend the left knee, round to the spine. Send it back up. One more time, bring it in, around, push. Send it back up. Step the right foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, slowly roll up. Loop the shoulders back and let that go. Maybe shake the arms out a little bit. It's a lot of work on the arms. So this next movement I actually learned today from my friend Ramsey. So we are going to do this. I'll show you from the side. All we're going to do is keep feet or hip distance. And then you're going to fold forward. Reach your hands straight behind you. You don't want to reach them up, you want to reach them straight back. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach the chest towards the knees. And then release. Reach the chest towards the knees, reach the arms back. And release. Reach it back. And release. Reach it back. Release. One more time, reach it back and hold for 5, 4, chest towards the legs, 4 more, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, come up into a wide leg chair pose. Straighten the legs, bring the hands back behind you again. Keep the legs as straight as you can. If you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. Reach the arms back, chest towards the legs. Release. Reach them towards the legs. Release. It should feel good when you release that. Reach it back. Release. Reach it back behind you. Release. And one more time, reach it back and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wide leg chair pose as you come up. Just breathing here. Again, feet are still hip distance. Straighten your legs. We'll do this one more time. Reach the arms back. Reach them back and compress. And release. Reach them back and compress. Release. Reach them back and compress. Release. Reach them back for 4. Release. Reach them back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, wide leg chair pose. Just feel the stabilization. Feel the core sucking up and in. Exhale, straighten the legs, bring the hands along the side. Shake that out, let it go. You can get a drink of water if you need to. We'll do maybe one more standing sequence and then we hit the floor for everybody's favorite. So if you have a block handy, a book, anything, even if a phone's nearby, just something you can put in your hands and really push and then bring it forward, and we might switch it with the feet. So a box, anything really. Or you don't have to. You can just go through the motions and pretend you're squeezing something. And when everybody's ready, let's come back to the front of the mat. Bringing our feet together. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Reach the arms up and back, stretch out the front body. Exhale and dive forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen, neutral spine. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Lean forward, lower, chaturanga. Rise up, plank. Knees drop, hips towards heels. Snake your way through your arms, upward facing dog. Roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Drop the forearms down, dolphin pose. Rock the chest forward, walk the feet back, forearm plank. Pulling the elbows in, engaging the core. Take the left hand to the middle of the mat, left elbow stays wide. Spin to the blade side of the left foot, inside the right foot if you want. Stagger the feet, or stack the feet for a sidearm balance on your forearm. Pushing the hips high, reaching the arm high, engaging the glutes. Reach the right arm underneath the left, keeping the blade side of the foot down. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. Bring the right hand back up. Gotta work the side body a little bit too. Reach the right arm underneath the left. Push the mat away. Reach the right shoulder towards the left shoulder. Engage the body. Back up. Reach the right arm underneath the left one more time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, spin onto your toes. Reach it even farther underneath. So one arm, forearm plank. Right forearm down, forearm plank. Right hand to the middle of the mat. Spin to the blade side of the right foot, inside of the left foot. Stagger your feet, stack your feet. If you need to, drop the right knee to the floor. Engaging the glutes, pushing the hips as high as you can. Royal left arm lifts. Pushing even harder, reach the left arm underneath the right. Reach it back up. Reach the left arm underneath the right. Back up. Reach the left arm underneath the right. Keep reaching for 5, 4, 3, 2. On one, spin on the toes. Reach the left shoulder towards the right. See how far you can go. Forearm plank. Knees drop, heels wide, toes in. Take a quick child's pose, let it go. Inhale, roll out top of a plank. So a side arm balance with your hand on the floor. Make sure your left wrist is just in front of your left shoulder. You have options of spinning to the blade side of your feet, stacking your feet, or dropping the left knee to the floor. Those options are yours. So we'll spin to the left, side arm balance. Pushing, externally rotating the arm. Right arm lifts. Reach the right arm overhead. If you want, lift the right foot up. Push the mat away even more. Next option is right knee, right elbow, side crunch. Extend it back out. Right knee, right elbow, crunch. Push the mat away with your left hand. Back out. Right knee, right elbow, crunch. Back out. Only 2 more. Right knee, right elbow, crunch. Back out. 1 more. Right knee, right elbow. Hold for 5. Push 4. Push harder. 3, 2, 1. Back to downward facing dog first. Maybe lift the left arm, shake it out. Roll out, top of a plank. Side arm balance on the right side. Whatever one you want to do. Externally rotate, stack. Stack the elbow. Actually, it's not a stack, it's a line of wrist just in front of the elbow, just in front of the shoulder. Pushing, maybe reach the left arm forward. Maybe lift the left leg. Left elbow, left knee, crunch in. Push harder. Extend it back out. Left elbow, left knee. Back out. Left elbow, left knee. Back out. Left elbow, left knee. That's number 4. Crunch it in for your last for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Maybe lift the left arm, shake the wrist and shoulder out. Look forward, inhale your heels high, bend your knees, step or float your feet around your hands into an active squat. Knees in line with the butt, arms reaching forward, quads engaged. Bring the hands down, straighten legs and fold. As you lift and lengthen, heel toe your feet together. And then fold. Inhale, bend your knees, bring your arms overhead, chair pose. Reach the hands forward. Drop the butt all the way to the floor. Extend your legs out in front of you. So we'll start out with the hardest part of this is your compression lifts. I will go with the easiest one first, and then I'll get sideways to show you the harder one. So we're going to flex our leg, point our toes, flex those quads. So the farther you reach forward, the harder this exercise is, because I'm trying to get my quads towards my stomach and chest. So if you're reaching out here, it's going to be really hard. If you're reaching back here, it's going to be pretty easy-ish, depending on your skill level. So bring it down. I like to have my fingertips. You can have your palms flat. Lift, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down and just fold forward. We're only going to do 3 sets of these. Inhale, as you come up, point your toes, flex your quads, hands wherever feels comfortable to compress. Lift, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down and then fold forward. Inhale, rise up, point the toes, flex the quads, hands where it feels good, and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go and fold. Might have a quad cramp or two, that's perfectly fine. Inhale, rise up. Coming to a wide leg seated position. I'm going to show you from the side here. Same general concept of pointing the toes, flexing the quads. So the farther you reach forward, the hell a lot harder it's going to be. You can actually reach behind you and lift the pulse the feet. It's going to be much easier. We're only going to pulse these for 5 because these are you're going to feel in your hip flexors, you're going to feel in your quads cramping probably. But it's about getting the heels off the floor. Even if it's an inch off the floor, that's perfectly fine. If it's an inch off the floor, that probably means you're working harder to compress. Reach the hands down, flex the quads, lift the heels, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and shake out the legs. So I lied, that was 10. I got excited there for a second. Yeah, it might be your hip flexors, it might be your quads. Quads are cramping today. So after you stretch it out a little bit, just reach your hands forward as far as you can. Don't take it into your complete pancake, just reach it forward. Slide the hands wherever they were before, maybe farther forward, maybe farther back, depending. Flex the quads, lift the heels, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Woo! Feeling that today. Hopefully you're feeling it too. We're going to have one more round of that. And take your legs wide again and then fold down the middle. As far as you can. You can just relax here. It's not about putting too much tension anywhere. Inhale, rise up, slide the hands wherever it feels good. Compress and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Shake the legs out again. And one last fold down the middle. This one you can take as deep as you want to. Depending on your feeling today, it could be really deep or it could just be relaxed. Today feels like a relaxed day for me. Then we come back to center. Or you're probably already in center. You're going to bend your knees, bring your chest towards your legs. You're going to pull your knees into your chest, lift your heels off the floor. Sort of this like modified boat pose to start, to find the sit bones. The more you suck in your stomach, the deeper you get the knees into your chest and compress. Set the heels and feet down. Round forward. Inhale, lift. This time, maybe take your hands behind your knees and just straighten the legs as much as you can for a modified boat pose. Try to keep the chest lifting, finding the balance in the sit bones. You can point the toes if you want to. You can keep the knees bent if that's all you can do. I know in a regular boat it's really hard for me to straighten the legs. Bend the knees, set down and round forward. Inhale, come up, bring the hands behind the knees one more time. Lift on the sit bones, straighten the legs, keep the chest lifting. Maybe reach the hands towards the feet for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees into the chest and round back. Hug the knees in. They rock side to side a little bit. Now here's if you have a block, you're going to grab a block. Place it not the long way, the semi-long way. If you want, you can place it that way, depending. We're going to place it between just below our knees and squeeze it in. We're going to straighten our legs out so the block is facing the floor. Lift our shoulders up into this low boat variation. Make sure there's no space under your lower back. Squeeze in. Keep squeezing in. Keep lifting the shoulders. Feel how awful this is. Bring the knees in. Now I'm going to grab the block, place it this way, grab it with my hands. So if you see, I'm pushing my palms together. So now what we're going to do is keep the palms pushing together, bring the legs together, extend the legs, extend the arms overhead. Make sure there's no space in the lower back again. Shoulders are pulling up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the blocks, place it on your stomach. Place the feet flat to the floor about hip distance. Now I'm going to grab the block with my thumbs on the bottom, my fingers alongside. I'm going to place it just above my stomach on my quads. As I inhale, I'm going to slide the block up, round through the back so my lower back goes down. And then slide it back down, bend the elbows, release. Slide it up as far as you can around. Maybe the block goes past your knees. And then slide it down. Slide it up for number 3. And release. Up for 4. And release. Up for 5 and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Just going to drop your knees out to the side a little bit into a bound angle. Now we're actually going to take the block a long way and grab at the palms together. You're going to rest it on your chest for right now. Couple more deep breaths here. Then bring the feet flat to the floor, hip distance again. Take the arms straight up overhead. As I lift my shoulders off the floor, I'm twisting to the left first. Bring the block between the legs, and then to the right. Between the legs, slide it down and release. That's one. Bring the arms overhead, up and to the left, to center. Shoulders are not on the floor, no matter where you are. To the right, to center, and then release. Arms overhead, up to the left, center, right, center, release for number 3. Only 2 more. Bring your arms overhead, push the hands together to the left, to center, to the right, to center, back up and release. One more time, bring it up, to the left, to the right, in the middle, sorry, to the right, center, back up, and release. So now we're going to actually take a back bend here. So I'll show you from the side. I'm going to lift my hips, place the block underneath my sacrum, right below the tailbone, and just relax into the block. Curl the shoulders under if you want. Start to stretch out the front of the body. Stick the stomach out to stretch it out a little more. So a little supported bridge here. Just a couple more breaths. Then release, hug your knees into your chest. Put the block to the side. You're going to extend your legs along the floor, keeping them hover up. Lift the shoulders up into your low boat once again. You're going to take the left knee into your chest, clasp your hands, push the knee away from you. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that. Right knee comes in. Push it away. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg extends. Left knee comes in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left knee comes in for the last time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right knee in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hug the knees in. You can take another supported bridge, or you can grab the outsides of the mat and just take a regular bridge, rolling onto the shoulders, pushing the hips high, pushing the stomach out. Gently come back down. Come back into your low boat. Take the hands together. As the left knee comes in, reach the outside of the left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Right knee comes in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the left one more time. 5. Shoulders are off the floor. 3, 2, 1. To the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug it in. And just release that. Set the feet down. Just take a supported or regular bridge again. Again, no matter what, you're rolling onto the shoulders. Maybe extend your legs if you're in a supported bridge this time. Walk the feet in, lift and release that. Hug your knees into your chest. Take your feet wide towards the ceiling, inside of the knees to the outsides of the feet for happy baby. Drawing the knees and elbows towards the floor. You're going to roll back and up to your sit bones for happy baby boat. I'm pulling the knees back, chest forward, chest is lifting. Ooh. And then roll back to happy baby. Roll back one more time and up. Happy baby boat. Feeling everything lifting. And then release. Both feet together, take a bound angle, fold forward. And slowly come up. So we're going to do one core exercise in a arm balance, and then at the end, an optional headstand core work. So if you're not good with headstand and you want to take it near the wall, you can, or you just want to skip it all together, that's perfectly fine. So you might need a block for this arm balance variation. We are doing crow pose, but it's crow pose. So I'm bringing the block here to set my knee on. So I'm coming into a crow pose, knees to triceps, knees to elbows, or pinching the legs to the outsides of the arms. I like knees to elbows. To bring the block a little closer. So here, bringing the shin down, lifting up. Bringing the shin down, lifting up. Or if you're like, I don't need a block, I want to try something a little harder. You're going to come into crow pose. Send the left leg back. Bring the left knee into your chest. Drop low. Scrunch it back up. Extend the right leg back. Right knee low. Drop it. Lift back up. If that's too much, you can just hold your crow pose. Another option here is just to swing the knees to the other triceps. So here, knee over, back, knee over. It definitely takes core strength to do that. Again, it's about having fun if you're doing that option. If you're not doing the option, just hold crow pose. Maybe just place 2 blocks on your forehead with a block all the way up. And you just lean forward to place the forehead on the block. Then you're going to learn to lift, set it down, lift, set it down. Again, if you're going knees to elbows, the knee crease here and the elbow go together. Knees to tricep could be anywhere. Pinching the leg is here. It's harder to do these variations because you actually have to bring it up and around and then back out and crunch. So that option is actually the hardest option. There we go, that's good, nice. And it's about having fun with these movements. Now these movements aren't the easiest things to do, but they're about having fun. Give it a couple more tries on each side. So I'm going to give the next option when we do headstands, I'm going to give the 2 different variations of headstand options and the 2 variations of core options. So when you're ready, you'll come back and watch me. So if you're doing the headstand, I wouldn't say there's an easy version of this. There's a couple options of this. So you can do your traditional tripod, hands alongside the knees, crown of head in front of you. Lower part of the palm, middle of the forehead, reach the middle finger back. Good rough estimate. Reach out, elbows pulling in, even weight between the hands and head, lift. All you're gonna do is, you can come up this way and then up. You can press up, which is a lot harder. So if you're gonna go for the action here, I'm gonna tuck my knees towards my chest, between my arms. Crunch in, bring it back up. This is the easier version on a tripod. So bring it in, tuck, and then back up. The harder variation is from a traditional headstand. I like this better because it puts more weight in my forearms than actual my head. I'll show you how to press into it. So I curl here, tuck my elbows in, I walk my feet in until my hips are over my head until I feel weightless, and then I lift my feet up off the floor. Same option here, but I can also press down until I'm almost on the floor, tuck my knees in. Straighten the legs back out, and then bring them up as gently as you can. I'll show you that one more time. Pike, all the way down till my feet are about to touch. Knees in, straight legs, and back up. And then, heroes or child's pose after that. There's one more option. Again, tripod or headstand. Block. You can block press or you can block tuck. So I will show you traditional headstand again. I'm going to put my feet around the block. Pinch it in there. Come out to my headstand. Oop. You can press up or you can tuck and then peel it up. It's all about keeping the block between your feet. And then maybe you come down, woo, a little hard, and then go back up without the block. Again, I don't practice headstand very often. I'd rather do a handstand. But then maybe you come down and touch the block. There's many variations there. You can drop the block down, go back up, come down, pick the block up, go back up, back it up and down, up, down, up, down. Again, options are good. They're fun. And if you're more advanced than me, you can also do this in a forearm balance or a handstand press. That is up to you. Let's give you a few minutes here to have fun with that. If you just want to stick with the crow pose thing, stick with the crow pose. Anyway, just have fun. If you're afraid, take it to a wall. Take it to a wall. That is very important, but just have enough space so you can bring the butt over the head when you come down. So you don't want to be flat against the wall, maybe 6 inches at the most. Might have to go a little more if you feel like your butt is hitting the wall too early and you're just dropping down. Again, that's all personal preference. It all depends on your body type, how big your glutes are, how heavy your legs are, and how much you have to push it overhead. There you go, that looks good, nice. You guys got this. This is a different way to work your core. It takes a little more core awareness and core strength. It's a little different core work too. Not working this type of core in low boat. Woo! Drop back into wheel, that looked pretty smooth. And finding the control, finding the balance. Biggest thing here is about knowing where your body is in space. This is all space, especially when you're upside down. You can't see your feet unless they're behind you. You can't see them when they're up and overhead. If you're here, 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 if you're wobbling. My biggest advice, if you're practicing inversions, arm balances, even regular postures, videotape yourself. You videotape yourself, you can see what you're doing right and see what you're doing wrong. Again, I videotape myself all the time to see, does that look right? Am I in a good alignment? If I'm perfectly straight today, or am I like this? If I'm like this, then I know I have to tuck a little more, bring my feet overhead, or tuck my shoulders underneath if I'm in handstand. All those little things make a big difference. Ooh, nice. So whenever you're ready, you're just gonna come back down, you're gonna roll back, you're gonna take a back bend of your choice. You can do bridge, you can do wheel, you can do supported bridge. If you're doing wheel, make sure your feet are hip distance. Your hands are alongside your head. I bring my elbows in, so I bring my thumbs more toward my shoulders. I press into my feet, I press into my arms, and I lift, straighten. I like to feel on my toes sometimes, depending on my body. Sticking my stomach out so I can get deeper into the back bend. Just find the comfort here. This is definitely not comfortable for me, but I know I need to work on it, so that's why I do it. And slowly, if you're in wheel, tuck the chin to the chest, come down, just hug both knees gently into your chest. Just place the heels to the corners of the mat, and your hands alongside you. Just close your eyes, relax your mind, just let that core go. Deep inhales through the nose and release them out the mouth. squeeze into your chest and seal this feeling you have now. Gently come to roll to your right side. And whenever you feel ready, come up to a nice, comfortable seated position. Bring your hands gently in front of your heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be safe, be healthy, and take care of each other. Namaste.